Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. I've been doing a lot of these recently because Nintendo pumping out the announcements. Switch 2 was not revealed today, but we got a lot more information on the Switch 2 today. We're going to go through the overview trailer and have a little bit of a closer look at it. I've watched through the entire Direct, so this isn't my first thoughts. I mean, this video may be a bit different to what was in the Direct. But yeah, I'm a bit excited because, you know, new console, new Mario Kart, it'll be great. The fact they're charging 75 quid, 75 Great British pounds for those non-British viewers. I see you in the back, don't worry. Don't give me a bottle of water in the chat or something, I don't know, in the chat, in the comments. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to be taking a closer look at the actual Switch 2 itself in this video. I'm going to be pre-ordering one. I've already decided that much, but let's see what we're going to be getting. Alongside Mario Kart, new Mario Kart looks awesome, by the way. Very excited for that. That's going to even potentially be a stream game.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen.
So that's the same as the
tabletop
Switch
mode,
now.
Place your system however you like using the stand, and share a
still.
controller with a friend. In handheld mode, play anywhere you go.
So from a usability standpoint, it's exactly the same as the Switch is now. You know, you can do any of the three. But I'm hoping this goes... I mean, this will probably go into a lot more detail.
With these three play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system.
Bigger screen, same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
The
system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
1080p, nice. Higher definition. Up to 100. Ooh, that's quite nice.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles. The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR.
So we'll talk about games and stuff after we've actually looked at the Switch itself. But yeah.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
This is what I'm
interested in. Detach the controller
easily
by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay. There's actually a release button. Okay, that's cool.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Okay. I see you, Nintendo. You're listening to people. The left and right
sticks are now larger.
Mouse.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse, opening up even more ways to play in compatible games.
That's very cool.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using two mice, like this.
Hey, that's very cool. I didn't know that was... I'd never even realized that. That's sick.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Okay. And you get a mic.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends.
Yeah, they've basically added, like, Nintendo Discord. That's a really weird thing for them to add, I feel like. Maybe that's just me. But I feel like that's a really weird thing for them to add. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it at all. But I guess it's cool. Most people will probably download it just because it's there. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Useful, I guess. But
anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Okay. That's
Place
useful.
your Nintendo Switch 2 however
For the
you
fully
like, with a
adjustable
large,
stand. That's
sturdy
very
stand.
useful. We like that.
You can move it freely, like this.
2 USB.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
That's nice.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Yep. That is useful. It will mean that you can actually stand your Switch up and charge it while playing on it, rather than...
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
That's
for
actually
storing your
really
game
significant.
downloads, save data, and more.
That's actually really, really
Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible
there's
games.
a direct LAN
HDR
port in the
is
dock?
also supported in TV mode.
Is that a thing in the current Switch? I feel like it's not, but...
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Okay.
This helps keep performance stable.
So basically, what it feels like they're trying to do here with Switch 2 is they're basically wanting to make a portable PC. So it's like kind of a laptop, but not a, like, I don't know. It's kind of treading that line. It feels like, or at least it feels like it's kind of trying to tread that line between like laptop and games console. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of my gut feeling watching this.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Good.
Physical and digital games are supported.
Good. All of my current Switch games I can play on my new Switch. Because I am pre-ordering one of these. I'm not going to make any secret of that. I am going to get one of these. I'm not going to make any secret of that. I am going to order one. I would not endorse... I'm not going to say everybody should get one, because that is fully dependent on your own personal position and your own personal feelings towards Nintendo. Some people may not be able to afford it and may want one, and that sucks. Some people may be able to afford it and not want one, and that's fine. I will be getting one because, you know, Legends ZA is going to come out as a Switch 2 game, and all future Pokemon games will come out as Switch 2 games. And with, you know, as much of a Pokemon fan as I am, it makes sense for me to get one. And yeah, I've kind of budgeted, so I've got some side so I can afford this because that's great. And this had the release date on there as well. I kind of glossed over that. So June 5th is the release date, which is really exciting. What I don't like, so I don't get me wrong, there's a lot of what I'm seeing here that I think is really cool and that I'm really excited for, because it feels like they have just taken the console and made it better, which in large part is amazing, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. But if you've watched the full Nintendo Direct, and I'm not saying go watch it, go watch the full thing, because it's like an hour long, and that's way too much time for some people to go and watch. But I don't know, because one of their big things in the Direct was there's going to be 3 ways to play games on Switch 2. There's going to be Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, and then like upgraded versions of Switch 1 games. So basically, like, every Switch 1 game is going to get a DLC that you have to pay for to get the Switch 2 content, but you can only play them on Switch. You can only play them with that content on Switch 2. So, like, I'm going to use Mario Party Jamboree as the example, right? So I can't remember what content it was off the top of my head, but there's a load of content in that game that you can pay for to play it on it with your Switch 2, but you've got to pay for it. And I've had a quick look at some of the pre-order prices, and Mario Kart World, which is what is shown in the background there, which looks incredible. I'm probably streaming that because that game looks amazing. Might even do some YouTube videos on that if people want them. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see from this, you know, because you know a new console brings probably a load of new games, and yeah, if anyone has anything they want to see, although that does bring me on quite nicely to my next point, which is how expensive some of these Switch 2 games are going to be. So I had a look at the pre-order price for the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World bundle, and I think it was like £430 or something like that. If you were to buy the Switch and Mario Kart separate, I think the Switch would be like 360, but Mario Kart on its own is like 75 quid. And if they're charging that much for Switch games, they may kill the console very early, because that just feels a little bit extortionate. You know what I mean? It was a little bit extortionate. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see on that one. But yeah, and on the whole, quite positive about this. A little bit apprehensive because, you know, I mean, there were a lot of issues with some of the recent Switch 1 releases. It's gonna take some time to see whether they have addressed these concerns with the new console. Yeah, it'll take some time, but come June 5th, we will start to get a very, very good idea. And I mean, I'm gonna pre-order. I'm pre-ordering as soon as the pre-orders become available, if I'm eligible, which I believe I am. So I'm going to be pre-ordering pretty much straight away. But for anyone who is unsure, who would potentially be interested, stick around. I'll let you guys know. I probably will be doing some videos, at least some streams, if not some videos, when the new console drops. So if you want to get some in from there, let me know. I will probably. Otherwise though, guys, drop a like on the video, drop me a comment as well. What are you most excited to see in terms of games on the Switch 2? What are you looking forward to seeing? Is there anything you hope to see that hasn't been announced yet? And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. We've been doing videos a little bit more regularly recently, which is quite nice. And obviously, we are still doing all of the daily shorts for Pokedoku as well. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Enix. This has been the Nintendo Switch 2 overview. You guys have been amazing as always. Much love to all of your faces. Thank you so much for watching. And peace.